Beneath the gaze of a timeless sky where dunes like ocean waves lie high, the desert whispers soft and low of secrets only wanderers know. The stars, like lanterns hung with care, guide silent hearts through midnight air. No compass here, but heart and flame, and echoes calling out your name. I ride alone, yet never alone. The desert speaks in every tone. A hush of wind, a falcon's cry, a tear that's lost before it dries. The sand remembers every tread of ancient souls and words unsaid. It knows of love that burned like fire, then vanished with the moon's desire. O desert, keeper of my truth, you watched me age from storm to youth. Each grain a prayer, a hope, a sin buried deep beneath my skin. I left my voice on mountain stone. I carved her name, then rode alone. The sun bore witness, proud and bold, but even suns grow dim and cold. Yet still I ride from dusk to day through every mirage on my way. She lives in shadows I pass through, her memory stitched to skies so blue. The palm trees sway as if they knew, the story old yet ever new. A prince, a dreamer, lost in thought, by love undone, by silence caught. Oh, desert bride, with veil of gold, you keep my secrets never told. You kiss my wounds with wind and sand, and hold me like a mother's hand. So when I fall, as all must do, beneath your stars and endless blue, let your soft whispers be my bed and crown of thorns upon my head. For I have lived and I have loved with skies below and stars above. And if she hears, through fate or chance, the desert sleeps but never dies, its breath is hidden in the skies. Each dune a story yet to fade, each shadow where my soul has prayed. I walk beneath the amber blaze through silent hours and endless days. My heart a compass, bruised but true, still beating steady, still for you. I spoke to stars that knew my name. They flickered gently, not in shame. For love, once born, does not unlive. It only shifts in how we give. Cool. I gave you skies, I gave you fire, my every verse, my deep desire. I gave you winds that bore my tears. I gave you time, I gave you years. Now silence is my only friend. A loyal guest that does not bend. We sit and speak in quiet tones among the scattered desert bones. A falcon circles, sharp and high, its cry a wound across the sky. It does not weep, it does not stay, just like the love that flew away. But still I build with words and dreams, from broken truths and half-lost themes. A palace made of drifting sand, that falls but rises by my hand. For who am I, if not a soul forever chasing something whole? A poet prince with dusted crown, still searching paths that lead back down. I kiss the earth where once you stood, felt echoes whisper through the wood. They spoke in tongues I used to know, when laughter bloomed and time moved slow. Now silence writes where once we danced, and moonlight tells of what's advanced. But still I walk this sacred land, with pen in heart and hope in hand. And if by chance your spirit roams among the stars or desert domes, know that this voice still calls your name, forever bound, forever flame. Forever flame. One day the winds will hum my name, not out of sorrow, not for fame, but like a lullaby once heard, a whispered thought, a drifting word. The dunes will shift in silent grace and form the shape of your lost face. A fleeting glimpse, a ghost in light that vanishes before the night. I am the traveler time forgot, my soul a tethered weather knot. But still I roam this sacred land, to find the truth in every strand. The stars above, they do not age. They mark my steps, page after page. Their ink is fire, their parchment wide, each twinkle where my dreams reside. Do you remember Desert Queen, the garden we once bloomed between? It lived in glances, born from eyes, then buried where the falcon flies. You were a breeze that kissed the flame, too soft to hold, too wild to tame. But I was the burning coal, too stubborn in my search for whole. I called your name through ancient hills. It echoed back with haunting thrills. The camels turned their heads to hear the sound of longing sharp and clear. And even now, when moons rise and spill their silver on the skies, I speak to stars as if they knew what it still means to ache for you. One day this heart will cease to beat, its rhythm lost beneath the heat. But mark me then, the sand will tell of love once lived, of where it fell. They'll find a stone with words engraved, a single line I never braved. She was the fire, I the smoke, we burned in silence till we broke. And if your soul should pass that way, as spirits drift, as shadows stray, pause for a while and feel the breeze. It's me, my love, among the trees. I'll sing no more, I'll ride no steed, but I'll be wind and light and reed, and you will know, without a plea, the desert kept my memory, without a plea. I no longer chase what runs from me, nor fight the wind or beg the sea. I sit where silence builds its throne, a king unclaimed, a man alone. The desert knows, and that's enough. Its silence kind, its lessons tough. It watched me love, it watched me break. It held me gently for my sake. For my sake. No judgment from the olive trees, no echo from the evening breeze. Just peace and grains that slip like time, and stars that speak in perfect rhyme. I used to burn with every dawn, a fire fierce, a soul withdrawn. I searched for hands to hold me fast, for lips to rewrite all my past. But now I walk with open palms, my heart no storm, my mind no psalm. I need no mirror, no acclaim. The desert still will speak my name. It hums it low beneath the sand, it draws it softly with the land. In every crest and valley deep, it cradles me when I can't sleep. Once I was a man of flame, a breathless voice that cried her name. Now I'm just a drifting sigh, a question answered by the sky. I found the truth where falcons soar, where longing lives, but wounds no more. That love is not a thing to own, but something felt when you're alone. Something felt when you're alone. Oh, camel tracks that fade with grace. Oh, sun that warms my weathered face. You've taught me more than words can show, that what must leave will always go. Yet in that loss, I found my way. No longer night, no longer day. Just endless light, not harsh or bright, but something deeper than the night. And if she walks this path again, with eyes that seek what might have been, tell her I smiled, tell her I grew, tell her I learned to let her through. The desert kept me, changed me slow, taught me the art of letting go. Not with regret, not with disdain, but with a kiss and then no pain. So carve no stone, sing no refrain, no need for tears, no need for name. I'll live where wind and silence meet, a soul set free, a song complete. We met again where time stands still, beyond the dunes, beyond the will. No voice was raised, no tear was shed, for all was known and all was said. She came as light upon the air, a shimmer soft, a golden prayer. Not flesh, not bone, not breath or skin, but everything I held within. I did not ask her why she left, nor speak of time, or days bereft, for love, when true, does not require a single word to spark its fire. The stars had watched us part and ache, and now they watched what time can't break. Two shadows folded into one, beneath the grace of setting sun. I touched her hand, or did I dream? It passed through mine like desert stream. Yet in that touch I felt the years dissolve like salt, dissolve like fears. She smiled not with her lips, but eyes, like moons that float in endless skies. And in that gaze I found my peace. I found in my peace a home, a hush, a soul's release. We walked where footprints fade too fast, where every breath becomes the past. But nothing died within that space, just shifted form with gentle grace. No more the fire, no more the chase, no more the ache to see her face. She was the wind, the sky, the dune. She was the silence in the tune. And I was no longer torn, no longer man, no longer sworn. Just something soft and wide and free. A part of her, a part of me. We did not speak of second chance, nor bind ourselves with circumstance. We simply were, as stars just are, as night remains beneath the scar. Yeah. So if you ask me where she is, I'll tell you this. She's the bliss that fills the air before the rain, the hush before a world's refrain. She is the light upon the sand, the warmth that holds my weathered hand. And I, who wandered far and wide, now walk with her, no need to hide. We met again in sacred still, not through desire, but through will. And now we drift, not lost, not gone. But finally, where we belong, I am the desert now. No more a man, no more a dreamer with a plan. I do not seek, I do not flee. The silence speaks enough for me. Where once I chased her shadow wide, now I am wind at her side. I do not beg the stars to shine. They shine because their light is mine. I used to write with blood and flame, each line a wound, each word a name. But now the verses write themselves in cave wall cracks and canyon shelves. I am the breath before the breeze, the hush that moves through ancient trees. I am the sky's reflective stare, the rhythm in the falcon's prayer. No longer lost, no longer found, I move without a single sound. Not here or there, not up or down, just everywhere and all around. She walks through me, not knowing how, for I'm not someday, I am now. In every grain beneath her heel, I am the whisper that she feels. I do not cry, I do not yearn, for love that's true will not unlearn. It simply is, like dusk and dawn, forever here, though flesh be gone. I used to ride with heart ablaze, through endless heat and empty haze. But now the sands don't burn or blind, they cradle me, gentle and kind. The moon no longer mocks my path, it sings with me, it shares its wrath. The stars no longer feel too far. They gather near. They know who we are. No tomb for me, no stone, no name. The wind will carry all I became. She'll breathe me in and never know that every gust is my hello. And when she sits in twilight's hand and feels her chest can barely stand, that ache, that hush, that sacred, that she'll know the truth.